like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Green Bay Packers. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Blue 58! Good track, good track! Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Switch. Check, cross. Coco over here. Check 43.
On first down, Burks. He's got a first down and more past the 30. He's at the 50, 30, 20. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 81 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready! That's right, baby. They don't want it.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up a touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Boston Scott, his first carry. Past the 20. There he goes, right side. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Boston Scott, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll run on 1st down. It's Scott, and he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Check. It's out there. Kill.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
1st down, Jaguars.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Fournette, a 1st down carry. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Check, Mike 42. I got you, boy.
2nd and 14. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, you block over here. 44 to Mike.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Give the sack there to Jake Ryan.
The competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. They had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first run of this game.
Looking deep for Adams. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one because normally, if he misses, it's accuracy, not length, because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, maybe it's like my wedge. When you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. He'll look to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 26.
A gain of 13 yards.
After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Don't get nervous. Check 52. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Switch. Kill it, motion down.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. He doesn't often, as a corner, get the chance to make a stop in the run game, but he did there. Nice job.
Yeah, how about winning his one-on-one battle on the perimeter? And in this case, it turned into a tackle out there. Big-time play. Love what we just saw.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
But when it all comes together and you get the field goal block that's been designed, that's been drawn up, everyone has to feel good about on that side of the ball. How about that one there? To the left side, knew what they had. That's where they wanted to be, and they got their designated guy turned free.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Rush down 300. Down 300. Back. Big ass.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Watch it. Alert 3.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
And it's third down.
The Jaguars on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. Open man is Westbrook, complete. A gain of 22.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. And he completes it to Westbrook. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Preston Smith there on the stop. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
On third down, it's Scott. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll go with a big back foot in. He's got the first down inside the 10. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
That was 4th and what we would call long in that situation, wasn't it? That wasn't 4th and inches, was it?
No, I mean, you get in those situations 4th and 3, 4th and 4. That's a lot to, what would you say, a lot of pizza left in that box.
Certainly.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. It's their quarterback. Touchdown number 18 on the year as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jake Ryan able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now it's Rodgers, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
319. Cut.
Rodgers now on first down. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Hey, we got four down. Check nickel. Kill.
Rodgers now to throw. He gets this to Devontae Adams. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
What we got? Check. Say. White left.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
630. Go right. 44's Mike. Check. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. 44's the Mike.
On first down, Rodgers. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
44. Mike, 44. Boxing. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Bravo. Y'all playing the wrong football. 44's the Mike.
To throw is Rodgers. Going to throw again. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. So we've reached halftime here on the Thanksgiving night. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll run it again with Fournette. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
36-yard line.
Go get him! 44 is the mic.
Rodgers now on first down. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate. Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers, Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Come on. Hey, now look up. Hey, we got Mike 50, Mike 50. Now look at this.
Rodgers gonna throw. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey.
And he's into the clear. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. This is Fournette. And an alley to run. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. DJ Chark with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Rodgers to throw. He completes it to Jones. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now Rodgers. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Rodgers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off at his own 47. The 20. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Lambeau to add on the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Jaguars 42, Packers 14. Josh Lambeau to kick off for Jacksonville.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe than returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here.
We play to win. Let's go.
With the score, Jaguars.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Pass.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Josh Allen, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture as now they've got a 1st and 10.
Check 24, check 24. Slam. Check 99.
To throw, it's Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. And they'll lose yardage here, knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
47, Mike, 47. Smooth. I smell fear in that offense. Zoom. Mike's 47. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 12-yard line.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window, fired a bullet in there for the completion. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
44, Mike.
Rodgers again now. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Get 300. Mike is a 50.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. Touchdown, Packers. Jay Sternberger, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers get a score closer. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. 42 to Mike, boys. 42. Hey, hey, tight.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Let's take it at around the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey.
On play action, now Rodgers. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? Let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. DJ Hayden right there on the coverage. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. On play action, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Making the catch is Sternberger. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Throw to the right. He's got the tight end here, Sternberger. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
50, and you block over here. Hey, exit. We go. Spoke to Mike. Mike spoke. Yeah. 44, Mike, 44.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. The quarterback run good for 10 that time, but it does lead to a 3rd down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to